So many new games are coming out left and right. A lot of them being regurgitated garbage, like COD 6, or maybe some of the greatest games that the world has ever seen, like my favorite of all time, Repo. Anyways, the point is, how can creators make something new? How can the industry cook up something different that no one has done before? I mean, we all know about different genres of games, like RPGs, first-person shooters, fighting games, and of course, the most favorite of all time, sports games. Am I a huge fan of zombie games? That's debatable. We've all played Call of Duty Zombies, right? We've all played Project Lazarus, right? It's on Roblox, it's just a less appealing version of COD Zombies. Just me? Okay. Everyone knows Plants vs. Zombies though, at least. Come on. Going back to what I said earlier though, originality. How can games stay new? Let alone be relevant after years of their launch. It's a hard thing to do, especially in this generation. Even if you went out and murdered a CEO, you wouldn't survive in the media for longer than a month. Okay, but I'm rambling, right? What was the point of everything I just said? Here's where I get into the beans of this masterpiece of a video. Killing Floor 2, the hidden gem of co-op, gore, and survival. Starting from the beginning, Tripwire Interactive is the developer of this game, and of course, Killing Floor 2 has its predecessor, hence the 2 at the end of the title. So yeah, it's not the first game in the series, but why am I not talking about the first one if I'm going to glaze the second one? Shouldn't you, the viewer, hear about what makes the franchise so great? It came out in 2009, and look, that's not my era, alright? I came the Killing Floor 2. That's what we're here for. Killing Floor 2 has a lot of brothers and rivals with the game coming out in 2016, which was kind of the golden age for the internet in general. Ask anyone and they will tell you how special 2016 was, unless they're over the age of 35. Now, although I said I wouldn't dive deep into the beauty of the original Killing Floor, I am going to give an overview of how it all started, because every zombie game has an origin story. Dr. Kevin Clanley, a loving father. Although he cared for his son deeply, he also had a passion for his work. He was very intelligent, becoming the CEO and founder of Horzine Biotech, a company based in the UK which aids the military in creating the perfect super soldier. Not everyone agrees with his practices though. It's safe to say that there were even extremists who opposed the idea of these unethical experiments and cloning practices. Unfortunately, Kevin Jr. was
gaming. See what children we can game it.
After the death of Kevin Jr., the brilliant man had a eureka moment. He said, "Oh, hell yeah, I can use this dead body to experiment on." And with that perfect blueprint, he made the very first Zed, the Clot. With this new creation, he felt a fire burning, telling Kevin he couldn't stop there. So, after several illegal and unethical experiments, multiple clones were made and new types of Zeds came to be, sculpted from the DNA of his own children. The Zeds were really his offspring in a way because of that. He came to love them so much that it was worth abducting and kidnapping strangers to use as guinea pigs. He grew obsessed with constructing these new creatures. It was no longer about the government contract. Kevin saw their potential in being better than the human population, so he formed a new goal: to replace. Most people aren't really sure of how the first official outbreak started. Why did I say it like that? Some say Dr. Kevin let the Zeds out himself to wreak havoc. Some say it was an accident. The employees pressed a button or two and they just swoop. They couldn't control it. But regardless, it worked out in Kevin's vision. Another thing to add, this is kind of random, but Kevin is buddies with a Nazi, and I don't know where this falls into the timeline, but yeah, he's a boss that you fight in Killing Floor 2. His name is Hans Walter.
Many have tried to interfere with my work. You think you are somehow better?
Another obsessive person, but his purpose is to make himself the perfect specimen. He was actually responsible for the creation of the Gorefast, and if any of you guys have played Killing Floor 2, you know how annoying those fuckers are. After the very first outbreak, the government did not like that, so they sent military teams out to clean up the mess, and of course they failed. Kevin knew he had a target on his back, so he said, let me go to my friends, let's see if they'll help me out and modify me. Eventually, they turned him into the ultimate Zed that we know today as the Patriarch, equipped with machine guns, missile launchers, and invisibility. I don't think he actually got the missile launchers until the second game, but you get the point. Bro's level 500 Mafia boss, while the military's at level 1 still. And of course, Kevin fucking wipes the floor. After this victory, he goes to his other secret experimental labs to release his children into England. Most citizens tried to run away from the outbreak, with many dying in the process, but there were a few who stayed and fought back, receiving dosh for the work they did in clearing out these Zeds. But honestly though, what? Like, the reward is just not worth it. Getting money that you can't even spend on anything because you're in a zombie apocalypse, the only thing you can spend that dosh on is guns. That is not worth it at all. I would probably just kill myself, honestly. Like, if you see a flesh pound, you're not going against that thing, bro. I'm turning the other way. As the outbreaks only grew, the mercenary groups only got larger, picking up notable icons such as DJ Scully.
Woohoo! We're swimming in cash!
They ran into the Patriarch on multiple occasions, after defeating him time and time again. Rumors began with people speculating that Dr. Kevin finally managed to clone himself. The real Kevin was ambushed at his final base and of course managed to escape, before the mercenaries could get to him. Where did he go, you ask? Well, that takes us to the new grounds of Killing Floor 2.